Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask Us Anything. As you may have noticed, it's me by myself. I am here without Chris. He is super busy. When we come back to Brisbane, he is just absolutely flat out, just running all over the place. So sadly, you've got me. We didn't realise that was going to be the case when we asked you to ask us anything. So you have asked Chris questions and I'm going to see how I go with answering them. So I'm just going to run straight through these questions and see how we go. Thank you for your patience. All right, number one. Do you guys have self-leveling airbags on the Chevy? No, we do not. My question is, at the moment we travel 6 months of the year. Next year it will be full time. At the moment we don't have bikes, hasn't been a problem. We haven't missed it. Traveling full time, something you think might be useful? I was thinking it was a good way to get to the pub and back. Yes, we 100% recommend bikes. We love our bikes. We wouldn't be without them. We can do a whole lot of exploring on them that otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do. So yes, if you can, we do recommend taking your bikes. Either can answer this one. Which one of you decides the next destination, or do you just wing it? So this is probably more a Chris thing than me. He usually comes to me and says, hey, I've decided we're going to do this, and I just go, okay. But we are dictated a lot by where we have to be with certain commitments. Like we had to be in Melbourne for the owners rally, had to be in Sydney for the show. You know, we had to be in certain places at certain times, so that kind of gives us time restraints and gives us a direction, a general direction that we need to head in. Chris, do you think you will be back in Fink in 2023 and any chance in the race? And if racing, what class? No idea what class, no idea if he's going to race or not, and I'm not actually sure if we're going to be there in 2023 or not. I did hear him speaking to someone the other day about possibly heading out in 2023. I think he wants to race on 4 wheels though, not 2, and that's really hard to come by. It's also very expensive. So if anyone wants to put Chris in a car, in a buggy, yeah, let him know. Hey Chris, who do you have your rig insured with? So again, not Chris, but do know the answer to this. So the Chevy is insured with Club 4x4. We have found them to be the absolute best insurance company to go with. They cover our truck for so much. We are completely confident that if anything happens to it, it'll be covered, including contents inside. So I'm going to drop a link actually to the Club 4x4 that you can click on and get a quote, because definitely recommend Club 4x4. Hi both of you, is the new van available from Titanium, as I don't see it on their website? And Chris, how do you change the supply from water tanks? No idea about changing supply from water tanks. That is definitely a Chris thing. And the new van is available. It's not on the website. Now this is a kind of a limited edition, I guess you'd call it. This is a Destination X caravan. We designed it in collaboration with Titanium Caravan. So it's a very unique van. You can't modify anything other than deciding whether you want the front bike boxes on or not. It is a gasless van. It has 1.45 kilowatts of solar on the roof. You can choose your colouring and stuff, but it is the van that you see in the run through there. So if you do want to inquire about the Destination X, just call the Titanium factory and ask to speak to someone about the Destination X. Miriam, what book are you currently reading for all us readers? I will show you. Currently reading The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman, one of the best books I've ever read. It's my mum's, and she said it was great, and it actually got my dad back into reading as well. So apparently he had kind of merged from books to YouTube, and this one got him back into reading. It is hilarious. Highly recommend. Thursday Murder Club. I've got a tiny little bit to go. Next one, maybe far too personal, but do you actually make any money from YouTube, and do you think it's worth starting a channel? So yeah, we do make money from YouTube, but it is absolutely minuscule, the amount that we make. So it is next to nothing. The amount of time that we spend on YouTube, I guess, would probably be about 30 hours a week, maybe more. And we make anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500, $3,000, depending on how many views we get on our videos and how many ads are watched. So we get paid according to how many people watch however many ads. So no, don't do it for the money. It is a terrible, terrible way to make money, and it takes a whole lot of time. If you're doing just a lap, maybe a year or two, and you want to enjoy yourself, definitely don't start a YouTube channel. If we could get rid of any social media platform, for me, because of the amount of time it takes me to do, it probably would be YouTube. All of our other platforms do suffer because of that. Don't get me wrong, I love editing and I love filming, but it is extremely time consuming to do it well. and I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So yeah, I don't know. If you want to enjoy your travels, I'd say don't start a YouTube channel. If you are traveling just to put your content out there and you want to do it for a long time, then go ahead and start a YouTube channel. I hope that makes sense. How long do you video for to make up a YouTube episode? And how did you find it doing your very first video? I don't know how it was doing my very first video. I've been kind of videoing since I was a kid. My dad taught me how to film on one of those big old kind of cameras up here, and I've been playing around with movie editing way back, probably about 14 years now. So I can't remember what it was like for my first one. My first, I don't know, I can't remember. It's like, it's been a progression over many years, and I do find that my video edits, looking at them now, are a lot better than they used to be, and that I think comes with practice. How long do you video to make up an episode? Again, that varies. So we might shoot, like with our Moreton Island video that we did, we shot for 6 days from sunrise to sunset on Moreton Island, and then I spent about a month editing the final product, and that was one video. If I was to do a video, say, about this book is fabulous, this is how you open the book, this is what color the book is, this book is better than that book because of such and such, that sort of video, those product videos and review videos don't take long at all. They are literally filmed, like the video that I'm doing with you guys now, this one right now. I will film it and then I will do some minor tweaking and editing, very minor. Then I will create a thumbnail, and then I will load it to YouTube, do all the SEO stuff about that, create all the bits and pieces that go there, and then push it out to the different social media platforms. So this video won't take anywhere near as long as us shooting like what we did. Like I'm editing currently now the Fleurieu Peninsula, five days or 2 weeks or something on the Fleurieu. So that was, it's all, I don't know how to explain it. It all varies according to the type of video that you're making and the content. So if it's B-roll, lots of drone footage, lots of beautiful non-talking stuff, B-roll, not talking stuff, then that can be a whole lot smooshed in, because I like to make it really snappy and really short. I don't know, it's very hard to explain. Sorry, that was very long and drawn out. How long do you plan on tripping around full-time for? Indefinitely. We don't have an end date as such. A review on not having a gas caravan, positives and negatives. So we absolutely love this caravan. So as I said before, this is the Destination X, designed with us and Titanium Caravans. We don't recommend that you have gas unless you've got the proper battery system and solar to replenish the battery system. So we have 1.45 kilowatt on the roof, we have 600 amp hours of batteries, and we have a Cymarine monitoring system. It's all EnerDrive. And without having that set up, we would not recommend going gasless, because you would definitely run out of power. So 3 days for us, and we do run low, but we're able to plug the Chevy in and charge it back up. We're actually just about to get a generator as well to have on hand, just in case. We haven't needed one in the past, whatever, 6-7 months, but we are going to get one just in case we want to run the air conditioning, say, overnight, because currently we can run the aircon overnight, but then we would have pretty much depleted the batteries and it would take a long time to charge them up again. So it's not about how much battery power you have, it's about how quickly you can replenish the charge into the batteries, if this makes sense. So if you're running all electric in your van, I know we're a diesel electric, but that's the heating and the hot water. So if everything else is electric, you really need to have the power system to run it. So we love it. We absolutely love it. The Eberspacher diesel combination hot water heating thing that we've got is unbelievable. Absolutely one of our favorite things in this van. It is fantastic. We love having gasless. There you go. So no negatives, other than no negatives really, because you couldn't run the air conditioning overnight on a gas anyway. So no negatives. Do you plan your journeys, or do they happen spontaneously? So a bit of both. We plan the general direction, again, like I said before, according to what commitments we have coming up, but quite often it's spontaneous. So a phone call will come through and whoop, we'll go from here to there. Chris has changed his mind 3 times in the last 4 days, and I currently still don't really know where we're going after we get to Cairns. Who knows what's going to happen? So a bit of both. What was your first job for both of you? Chris started sign writing. He dropped out of school in year 9 or 10, I think, and went to sign writing college, and he ended up with his own sign writing business. So he started sign writing, and he's still sign writing now, very minimally though. He doesn't like that job anymore. He wanted to give that up, which is why partly why we hit the road so soon. So he started in sign writing and did it all the way through, and I started in a gym. I started working in a gym when I was 17 and have worked in the fitness, nutrition and health industry all the way through. I obviously had my own business at the end too, MimFit. So I'm still running that online now. I've got classes online, and I have 4 face-to-face in-person classes still running here in Brisbane that I pop back in and make sure they're all going okay. I've got a few ladies that run those for me. So fitness for me and sign writing for Chris. What do you listen to in the car? Music, podcast, audio books. Chris likes to have music on when he's driving. Quite often I've got headphones on and I'm working, or I read an actual book. So nothing too exciting there. What else have we got? Have you ever been pulled over and weighed while you've been on the road? I keep hearing stories, but have never actually heard of someone being weighed. No, we've actually never seen that happening. We've heard stories as well, but no, we've never actually seen it. Hey, are either of you first aid trained? How about something like being prepared for snake bites, etc.? Would you say this is critical, or do you hardly encounter situations requiring medical training? In our travels, we've never come across a situation that needs medical training. Prior to our travelling, yes, I've assisted in certain areas. I am first aid trained, and I have been senior first aid trained since I was 16 years old. My parents are both nurses, and they said it was essential. So at 16, I started doing first aid, and every 3 years from then on, I've done my senior, and I've actually got my CPR update on Thursday. So hey, fun. If anything happens to Chris, he's going to be a-okay. If anything happens to me, I'm in a world of trouble. Hello guys, hope all is well. How do you go about receiving your mail when on the road full time? And then, hi there, do you use a mail forwarding service, and which one or one in the past? Happy travels. So 2 of you have asked about mail. Mail is actually the hardest thing about being on the road full time. It's really tricky. We have most of our mail sent to Chris's parents, and they hold on to it and forward it to us when they know we're somewhere we can receive mail. And we also use the Australia Post parcel collect service. So you create an account, and then say you're going to Alice Springs, you select a post office in Alice Springs, and it will generate a number. So a parcel collect or a parcel pickup. So you can go and show them your number and your code, and they will give you the package, or sometimes there's parcel lockers that you can get it out of. So that's what we do, and it's a pain. Sometimes you tell people to send it somewhere, and they send it a few days after they say they're going to send it, and then it shows up a few days after you've gone, and then you have to ring them up, and you have to try and get them to forward it on, and it is a royal pain in the butt. So that's what we do. Anyway, those are all your questions answered just by me. Again, apologies that it's just me this week. Hopefully next week Chris will be here to, I don't know, to give us his opinion on things. Hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Clearly I'm lost without Chris because I forgot to announce the winner of the merch pack. So the winning question asked who we insured the truck with, which was Club 4x4, and that is Dave Moyle from Facebook. Congratulations, you are the winner of the merch pack. So all you need to do is message us and let us know your address, and we will send your prize out to you as soon as possible.